Having a curated capsule wardrobe has so many benefits. It saves you time when getting dressed in the morning. You always feel and look put together, and you never have to worry about what to wear. But it does take a long time to build a capsule wardrobe, especially one that works for you. And if you're just starting out, you're bound to make a lot of mistakes along the way. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the most common mistakes I see people make, including myself, and how you can go about avoiding these. Hello friends, Teshna here. Welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be part 4 of my capsule wardrobe series. If you haven't seen the first 3 videos, go ahead and check them out here. So the first mistake I would say that I made a lot was being too influenced online, influenced by the influencers, caring about other people's thoughts. And this is a big one because when we're first starting to build our capsule wardrobe, we subscribe to a lot of YouTube videos, Pinterest, you know, all the source online, and you kind of lose that self of identity and authenticity in a way, because you're kind of just subscribing to getting the black blazers, the white t-shirts, all the things that are like thrown at you. You start to consume everything because you're so eager for that information, and as a result you start buying all the things that they tell you to buy, like capsule wardrobe essentials. You're like, okay, oh my god, I need that, I need to have that, because if I don't have it, then I don't have a proper capsule wardrobe. I need the blazer, knowing full well, girl, you ain't gonna wear that blazer, you ain't gonna wear it because it doesn't match your lifestyle. I feel like a lot of this led to impulse buying. So when you are starting out, only take away the information that's applicable to you, and I would say very much think about your lifestyle in terms of like, okay, that looks great on her, but does it fit my body type, and also am I gonna wear it? These are just questions to ask yourself before you go and purchase, because like I said, I was very guilty of impulse spending because of watching these videos. Just wanna kind of put that in there. Be very conscious of what you are consuming, and that goes across the whole board. I am so guilty of this, guys. I had so many gaps in my wardrobe. For me, equally, I didn't have a lot of statement pieces. I didn't have a lot of shoes. So when I was going out, there was always something missing. I always felt like my outfit wasn't quite there because something was missing. So if that's you and you have too many casual clothes, not enough going out pieces, or vice versa, then go ahead and look at the gaps in your wardrobe. My last video, I spoke about this in my part 2, when I spoke about doing a wardrobe audit and identifying the gaps in your wardrobe. Check that video out, because this is something that you definitely need to do, just so you have an idea of like your lifestyle. Do you go out very often? What is missing? Do you need like a black shoes, or silver shoes, or gold shoes, something that's gonna match everything? Or do you need a statement that you wear once in a while, but you know when you wear it, it just pops, you know? Or do you need more coats? Now that it's getting colder, do you need some really good quality coats? Identify these gaps and then fill them up. Over time though, don't go ahead and spend too much, because I'm not trying to encourage you to spend. But having a well-rounded closet will make your life so much simple and easier, because you're never gonna feel like something's missing, you know. And if you do, it's more like a trend that you just want to buy and partake in. Feeling very restricted by these so-called rules, I'm definitely guilty of that. And by rules, I mean the certain amount that you have to have, like, oh, I need to have 35 pieces in my closet, I need to stick to this color palette. These are just like guidelines. No, you don't have to subscribe to them. I definitely tried, guys. I definitely tried to get my closet down to really tiny. What did I do? I said I over decluttered, and I got rid of pieces that I really miss. Like, I really wish I had those pieces, because right now I'm like, that was my style. Don't subscribe to that. If you feel like you want to have a lot of clothes, go ahead and have a lot of clothes. You may just have to rotate them so you know what's in your closet, but don't put a number on it until you kind of understand how it works and you feel a lot more comfortable. You're definitely confident and you're like, yeah, I have it down. I can kind of rechange the rules to match my lifestyle. If you're just starting out building your capsule wardrobe and you're thinking that you have to stick to this color palette, you don't, honey, you don't. It shouldn't be your primary focus. It should come in the background. Once you start to have an idea of your personal style and you start to get dressed and building these items and putting outfits together, you get more confident. you'll start to see a pattern. You'll start to see what colors you gravitate towards. And oftentimes we have an idea of what colors look best on us and also what our favorite colors are. It will come over time. Don't stress on it. Don't think about the color, your color palette first. Think about getting your foundation pieces first. My next point kind of just piggybacks off this color palette situation. I always felt like I needed to have a neutral wardrobe because that was what the girlies online was saying. You know, they intermix very well with other pieces. You can obviously mix and match and get the most out of your items if you have the blacks, the whites, the beiges and all that stuff. So I was like, oh my god, I need to stick to this neutral color palette. You can see I was consuming a lot of beige at one point. You can probably tell I was doing a whole lot of cream. But that doesn't have to be the case, and I no longer subscribe to that at all. I love color. I love pops of color. Even if I do wear like a beige outfit or a very neutral outfit, I'll try now, especially now, to add in a pop of color here and there. If I can add like a red lipstick, I'll go ahead and add that, or a handbag, or I'll just wear a bright color, and that same bright color can actually go with so many different items. So just depending on your personal style and what you gravitate towards and what makes you feel happy. I love color because it just uplifts my mood. Equally, I do love neutral pieces too. I do like them, but now I just like to mix it with something just like a pop. As you can tell, I have this in the background because it just looks aesthetically pleasing. That's why I have it. It's not to say that is my wardrobe, as you can tell. Another thing I realized, I didn't understand the concept of neutrals properly. Even now I'm still learning. Neutral doesn't have to be black, white, beiges and, you know, all these things that we're thinking of. It can actually be different variation of a color, like the khakis, you know, like soft different browns and all these different colors, like more like muted colors as well, or certain tonal looks. I think my idea of neutral is very kind of just, so I can't say too much because I'm still learning myself, but a neutral doesn't have to be exactly what I just mentioned. Like, I just didn't invest in enough good quality items. And here's the thing about capsule wardrobe. You're meant to repeat your clothes, right? They're meant to interchange, mix and match. So you are repeating a lot of your outfits. So when you're repeating your outfits, you're going to have a lot of wear and tear. So the quality needs to be sufficient. And sometimes it doesn't have to be expensive. It just needs to be better quality. But when I think about the money I spent on certain items, I could have just got one or two good pieces with the same money that will last me, or I could actually went to the charity shop in those expensive areas, you know how we do, and get some better items in those expensive charity shops, you know what I mean those expensive areas the charity shops are in. So it's like now I'm really be reading these labels, you know, when it says wash in like 30 degrees, whatever, I started reading the labels. I started buying shoe policies. I started like, but that's the whole thing. I did not take care of my clothes. I really buy a lot better quality now the ones that I can afford. And if I can't afford it, I thrift it. And if I can't thrift it in a sense, then I make sure to really take care of the clothes that I have, which kind of goes into my next point, how to maintain your capsule wardrobe, which is going to be the next video in this series. So if you want to hear all about that, then go ahead and click this video here, and if you like this video, thumbs up, and I'll see you in this one. Bye.